best of 5 to determine which players belong at the championship event in Dallas, Texas on March 15th. My name is axeltoss, and I am joined by axslav here on my left, and we're excited to bring you coverage of this event. This is day number 3. If you missed days 1 and 2, the VODs are up right now on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/officialmlgse2. We had Fantasy versus Parting, and we had yesterday Hero versus Roro. 2 really great matches, all Heart of the Swarm. Awesome action there, so check it out if you missed it. That being said, today we're working on a pretty epic matchup between Baby or TY and Innovation or Bogus. But before we get into too many specifics regarding that, let's talk about the format just a little bit. Of course, Nick, we're trying to find out what players belong at the Winter Championship in Dallas, Texas. There's a lot of good players to choose from. So we got a qualification tournament going on here. 56 players are invited, divided by region. We've got regions, we've got a Casper region, ESF, Independent, Europe, North America, SEA. 28 1 versus 1 matches, and we're broadcasting them every single minute.
It's a lot of matches. And every match is between pretty much a tie-in of the 2012 year. Every single person in these matches is someone who's had significant amount of achievements over the past year, and that's why they're in one of these chances to make a match. But you know what? There's 2 players in every match, only 1 winner.
I know, and it's actually amazing, just like the level of just how good these players are. It's almost an injustice just being able to send one of them. But you have to whittle it down somehow. And 1v1 best of 5, that's pretty much as intense as it gets. Of course, it's part of the swarms that leaves some room for players who may not have the best stats compared to who they're playing. That leaves them some room to kind of explore a little bit, show some creativity, find out, alright, what units work in Heart of the Swarm, what units don't work, what strategies should I employ, what strategies can throw my opponent off guard, how can I get that all-exclusive day trip to the Winter Championships in Dallas, Texas. So, before we get started with our first match, I want to urge each and every one of you to head over to Team Liquid, head over to Reddit, join the conversation, click that twitch.tv chat if you're watching this live, and interact with the people around you, because it's a lot more fun talking about the game with a lot of people rather than just having a one-on-one experience. Get involved with the community. It's a lot of fun, I promise. And let's do a little bit of a recap of the last 2 days and what we have coming up in the week. Of course, week 1 is all Kespa players, all Kespa matches. We saw in day number 1, which was 2 days ago, Harding versus Fantasy. I like that.
But yeah, definitely game number 3 this game.
Yes, Cloud Kingdom game.
That was a great game.
It did involve Winamines. Again, if you missed it, I don't want to spoil it too much, but youtube.com/officialmlgse2. It's available there right now, 1080p HD.
You can also catch up on the rules of engagement. I'll be analyzing it after today's match.
There you go.
Within a few minutes from today's match ending, we'll do rules of engagement, analyze Party versus Fantasy, and of course Hero versus Roro as well.
Amazing players, amazing matches as well. Today we got Innovation versus TY. Tomorrow we're going to have Soulkeep versus Last. The next day we have Rain versus Flying. Again, the winner of each of these best of 5s will advance to the Winter Championships in Dallas, Texas on March 15th. Today we got Innovation versus TY. I'm especially excited for this one. I've been playing pretty much exclusively Terran in Heart of the Swarm. Of course, I was a Protoss player in Wings of Liberty. I'm thinking about making the change, and now we got 2 Terrans going at it today.
Yeah, they can show you all the tools used in the hands of the very best players. I mean, TVT is my favorite match by far. So
now is this? Oh yeah. So this is Wings of Liberty or Heart of the Swarm or
ever since Brewor, man.
Yeah.
I love TVT and Brewor. I like it just as much. And Wings of Liberty is still my favorite. Heart of the Swarm, is yet to be determined. My favorite match. It's all new, all craziness. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what these great players have in store for us. Innovation and TY.
Now, talking a little bit about the players, I guess I'll introduce them first. In the bottom left-hand page, we have the red Terran player, the ace of Team STX Soul. He is Innovation. Some people might know him as Focus. And his opponent is in the top right-hand location. The blue Terran player, he is Baby or TY. Of course, which one is correct is remains to be seen, but a lot of people call him TY. He was the guy who made a deep run in the competition as far as the regular season.
He did make a really big jump. Both players opening up very standard so far to see those No one going gas first or taking out any early SPVs for proxy nonsense.
Yeah.
So I'll have to see where they go from there.
So a little bit more background about these guys, for those who might be unfamiliar, of course. They might be unfamiliar names. It's not like these guys have been in every single foreigner tournament, right? It's not like these names are like an Idra or a Muslim or a Hero. These guys are pretty much exclusive to Korea. Like, that's where they stay, that's where they play, that's where they train. They have a strict practice regimen. And, they're not necessarily known. So a little bit of context. MVP Invitational, Baby, of course, the blue Terran over here, he pretty much destroyed. I think he went like 44-4. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Ridiculous. Best
no, it was
record.
more than that. It was
better than that.
46-2, I think.
Yeah,
it was
absurd.
48 maps, 46-2 map score. Absolutely insane.
Based on that, I'm like, this guy is going to destroy the scene. But he hasn't been doing as well lately. Like, he's not really comparable, at least some might say, to a player like Innovation. Innovation over there in Pro League for his team SDX, he's won a lot of very important matches. Of course, there's two different formats there. There's the all kill, and then there's the 1v1 style. He's had a few all kills against the best players in the world, but this is Heart of the Swarm. Again, that's what this comes down to. Like, this is not Wings of Liberty, so we'll have to see how these players adjust. Both these players going for an early gas, not going for the expansion, and we're already seeing factories on the field. And there's a second gas from TY. So what are we looking at here, axslav?
So this is, the first divergence. Both players are getting their second gases. But TY is, as you mentioned, just a little bit faster. That probably won't play a significant difference. But one thing that we're going to see, that I'm looking forward to seeing, is usually in Wings of Liberty, 2 gases like this means Cloak Banshee.
Right.
But I really want to see, is someone going to do something different? Maybe use the extra gas to get more Widow Mines instead of Hellions. An armory faster. Perhaps a Hellbat drop. We've seen that be effective before. It looks like TY is already getting that starport, reactoring out some units out of the factory, or shortly going to.
Yep.
Both players are doing that, in fact.
Hellion?
It's probably going to be Hellions. Hopefully, Hellions from TY, Hellions from Innovation. Perhaps they'll do a build that you showcased before, 2 Hellions and then 2 Widow Mines, load them up in a medevac, and do some serious... Oh,
there's an armory.
I love this build.
Hellbats.
This is the Hellbat drop.
Yes. I hope you... Oh my gosh, they're both doing it, guys. This is going to get insane. I'm not even kidding you. Here's what's going to happen. Each of these guys is going to get 4 Hellions, I would imagine, a medevac. They're going to get 4 Hellbats, and they're going to drop each other. We're going to see 4 Hellbats in each of these players' base. This could be a base trade, as crazy as it sounds.
You know what this will favor? If one of the players gets a Viking after that first medevac, you'll have a much better shot at defending.
Man.
But if they push the medevac away, there's no healing on the Hellbats, which is very, very, very critical.
Oh, that's a good point.
And of course...
well, what even does damage to Hellbats at this point anyway?
Well, you can kite with the Viking, maybe. Ever seen a ground Viking kite? We may be seeing it soon. It does outrange a Hellbat with the same movement speed on the ground. So
right, let's check this out.
Ooh, it looks like actually TY is going for the Banshee, following the medevac. Innovation queuing up the Viking. This is going to be a very important divergence in their builds.
All right, let's see what happens here. Where's the... the
medevac's cross pass, basically. Both of them knowing about the Ignite Afterburners, getting across the map very fast. Baby's in the base already.
This is what I talked about. And what deals with this? I guess the Banshee, of course, getting that out fast will help. So we'll have to see which is the better choice, the Banshee or the Viking. 2 Hellbats getting out here from Innovation. 4 Hellbats versus 2. Lots of SCVs here as well. You don't want to engage with SCVs. That's the last thing you want to do. You might have to do picture-in-picture here. Nick, if you could follow the red medevac heading into Baby's base there at the top. The Hellbat's getting picked up here by Baby, dropping them after using Ignite Afterburners. And we have the Viking going to be pursuing that medevac across. Meanwhile, in Baby's base, all the SCVs are running, and this is exactly what we were talking about, this base trade situation. But is the first Banshee out yet?
The Banshee just pops out, and it starts working the Hellbats. The medevac's healing them up. The SCVs are running.
Oh
using
no,
Ignite Afterburners.
The Hellbats pursuing the SCVs. There's nowhere to run, especially when there's a supercharged medevac following you. Baby going to lose so many SCVs. The destruction is amazing. Meanwhile,
He's kiting with the Viking! I told you what would happen.
Yes.
He killed the medevac, and he's been using the ground Viking to kite those hellbats to try to weaken them. One thing that's important, though, is a Viking can go toe-to-toe with your regular Hellion. A hellbat, though, does almost 3 times the damage of a Hellion to armored units. So it's really got to make sure to stay away from those hellbats, even though they're primarily against light. They're hitting back his own hellbats to drop.
He's protecting him.
And very well.
All right, let's take tabs of things. So, Innovation is down in supply.
It's mostly SCVs, though.
Baby has a Banshee, which is a pretty significant difference at this point.
But can Baby deal with Innovation's hellbat drop? Because he still has that medevac and drop.
He does. I think he needs to keep a Banshee back home. One's about to pop, right? Okay, there's one about 10% of the way done. He has to be wary of this medevac. Because obviously he saw it kill his units in his own base. So he knows the medevac is here. He knows there's at least 3 hellbats.
Here's a big situation. Banshee versus Banshee in Innovation's base. Innovation has got to repair that Banshee because if it dies, he has no answer to Viking, excuse me.
Yeah.
If it dies, he has no answer to Banshee. Great job repairing there. Able to clear up the Banshee. Hellion being dropped. But back in TY's base, he's had to evac all his workers again.
Oh my gosh. Innovation losing more workers there. I didn't think he could honestly lose anymore. Baby is keeping most of his workers alive here. I mean, great job running away from those hellbats. Oh my gosh! He just ran straight into the hellbats with a line of SCVs. That's the last thing you want to do. 17 to 10. I don't know what's even going to happen in this game.
Look at that micro with Ignite Afterburners.
Oh gosh, there's no running.
There's no running, and he can keep picking him up. There's no anti-air.
Okay, well, he's got 2 hellbats on the ground. Baby does, so he's going to be able to hold off any more aggression for now. And yes, medevacs do heal hellbats. That is not sorcery.
The Viking comes in now on the offense, pushing the Banshee weight, trying to repair to keep it alive.
But here come the hellbats once again from Innovation, going to be dropping the middle line. Look at that micro on the hellbats, picking up the weakened ones, but one does end up falling. Look at this, he's trying to avoid the shots from the Banshee. The Banshee getting very low in health, trying to take out SCVs. Is Innovation here, crazy micro. I feel like a highlight reel could just be made from this game. And now we're at 11 to 8 supply.
At the 11-minute mark, what a fitting game. Oh, he's about to lose a hellbat. He loses. He's only got 1 left.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, you can repair hellbats and heal the medevac at the same time, biological and mechanical.
Yeah. The orbital is just going to lift. We got 2 very weak hellbats, and it looks like the Viking going to be the difference here, trying to take out the SCVs. And now Baby has nothing left. He has 2 supply.
And that's all in 1 hellbat across the map.
Could this be this is going to be a draw.
No, because there's a Viking.
Mules. Yeah, there's a Viking.
And there's a medevac for Innovation. I think this is a win for Innovation. There's no way.
Baby does have another Hellion on the way.
He does, but with the medevac, he can just avoid battle until he gets energy and keep picking at them. So.
And right when this Hellion pops, I mean, how is it going to survive? It just has to run very fast.
Yeah, it's fast enough. It can run away, but he's eventually going to lose all his buildings.
This is going to be Innovation's.
Oh, Innovation, though. He let his command center get into red. It's going to burn down.
Why isn't he lifted?
He did. He lands it.
He needs a mule. Okay, he's trying to get SCV to repair, but...
Oh, that's his hellbat. He finished off... Oh, whew, for a second there, I thought that was still TY's hellbat. Wow, man,
Can we watch that again?
That game was just pure madness, man. It was just pure madness.
Wow.
I don't even know how to evaluate what really went on there. It's just...
Heart of the Swarm, man. Terran versus
crazy,
Terran,
man.
win for a day, best of 5. Who won? Innovation? Is that what happened there?
Yes, Innovation did end up winning that one, but man, was it ever crazy.
That was amazing. Innovation taking game number 1. Did you want to glance at something there?
Yeah, you know what? Let's take a look. So in this situation, it looks like Innovation's down.
Right.
Because he's down by 13 supply.
Yes.
But and the problem is he's got an opponent, Banshee in his base. He's got I think shortly there's a medevac following with the hellbat. So he's in a bad situation at home with only, look at his worker difference, 8 to 17. But his ace in the hole, even with all these disadvantages, is he's got 3 Hellions and a medevac. And using the Ignite Afterburners...
Yes. He can just follow the SCVs
Exactly, that's what he does. So he takes out the Hellion first, and then he can load up in the medevac, takes out another Hellion. Wow, look how fast those Hellions died. Just a few volleys. And as soon as those SCVs are... Actually, I think I missed the 1 point. We'll fast forward just a second here. As soon as those SCVs try to escape, evade him...
He just hit B there.
Exactly. He takes Ignite Afterburners, runs him down, uses that medevac.
You can't leave.
You can't leave. Look at that. All those SCVs roasted up there. Saves, again, the hellbat with the medevac. And for the next 2 minutes, it's just constant hellbat micro with this medevac. An amazing game to watch happen.
Wow, guys, that was only game 1 of this best of 5 Terran versus Terran between Innovation and Baby. If you want to watch that again, the VODs will be available very soon after this this best of 5 is over. Again, youtube.com/official MLGSC2 if you want to watch it, dissect every single thing that happened, maybe make a little highlight clip because I feel like a lot of people are going to be talking about that game. And if you haven't already, head on over to Reddit, head to Team Liquid, talk about what's going on because this is amazing. It's the latest and greatest Heart of the Storm strategies from the best players in the world. Best of 5 qualification matches for the MLG Winter Championships in Dallas, Texas on March 15th. That being said, Innovation taking down Baby in game number 1, best of 5. Game 2 going to be coming up.